Welcome back, everyone, to the GGBL playoffs. Game number 3 here for New York and Boston. Let's get it underway. We're out here at Freedom Field in Boston, Massachusetts. 3-2 victory for Boston in game number 1. 3-1 victory for New York in game number 2. That was simulated by accident. My bad. They got Franz Kapatic and Reagan Landish going tonight to clinch this wild card round victory. Both pitchers fairly decent in the overall record-wise, for at least for a GGBL pitcher. 10-10 for Landish, 9-10 for Kapatic. We've seen him in live streams. He's a fairly decent pitcher. He's got some strikeout stuff, but so does Reagan Landish, and he's going to pitch the first 2 innings nice and clean. Nothing scored against him. 30-plus home runs for Charlie Ward. He's going to get another one in the postseason. First for him. Solo shot. Reagan Landish cannot believe that he made that mistake. That's a pretty tough pitch to turn around on, and Charlie Ward made him pay. Can't believe it either. 95-plus on that fastball, and she goes bye-bye. See you later. That was kind of a disrespectful thing right there, too. Just rest the bat down. Yeah, it seems respectful because there isn't any, like, flair on that home run celebration, but you know what he's thinking there. Back-to-back strikeouts there for Reagan Landish. Then we're going to go to the top of the third, and Franz gets his 3rd strikeout here, striking out Ruffin. Just blew that fastball right by him, and see you later. 2-2 pitch here. We've got runner on base. That is a stolen base there for Patrick Willie, I believe. That's on first base, the right fielder. Ju-Kwan Park, striking out. June Kwan. Got to come through with runners in scoring position, man. Your team needs it. Ricky Hoberman, my boy. Line drive to right, but Willie is out there, makes the catch. Let's go top 4. We've already got another runner on base here. That's a base hit here for Bendito Ramriez. Runners will move up a base. Top 4 still. We got to solve this inning, see what's going to happen. Patrick Willie is going to pop this up to left fielder and make the catch. And now we've got 2 down here for Franz. So he's trying to work out of this jam, and he's going to strike out Cameron Moyer, the big trade acquisition there for New York. And Franz is pumped up, man. He got himself into a little bit of trouble, but was able to get gutsy and get out of it with nothing harmed, nothing hurt against him. Tom Cloutier, the cleanup hitter, single. Need a little bit more power there from Mr. Cloutier, but getting on base will do the job here. Landish against Bud Brewer. 3-2 pitch. Another deep drive to left, and Bud Brewer takes Landish deep. That's a 2-run shot, and Boston's taken out now to a 3-0 lead in the elimination game. And he killed it. 104 on the exit velo. 400-plus on the distance. Cloutier got it started. Bud Brewer made him pay. There you go. 2-run shot, baby. 3-0 Boston. New York's going to have to try to come back. It's getting late now. 5th inning, Hoberman. Nice play in foul territory. The old man makes a nice sling across the diamond to get over to first for the final out of the inning. Now Bartolo Reyes comes on. 3 walks in 1 appearance in 1 inning. That's a lot. That's a lot of walks in 1 inning. Let's see if he can kind of calm it down here. Got to close the door. Got to shut the door on this Boston offense. And again, Mike Price, base hit. Boston continues to keep that offense rolling here. Ricky Hoberman, the number 3 hitter. Let's see what he's got. Ground ball to third. They're going to bobble it. That's Ruffin, and he overthrows DeMarcus King, and they're not going to double up. Hoberman, runners on first and second now for Boston, and man, just shake it off, guys. You can turn another one here. Oh, almost. Got the line drive. That's Ju-Kwan Park with the catch on the liner. Tried to get back over to second base, but just wasn't quite quick enough. Charlie Ward, a big spot. He's going to draw a walk. Now bases are juiced, and it's Bud Brewer time, who's also got the 2-run shot. He's going to send this one deep out to right field, but oh, what a catch by Patrick Willie out there in right field. Woo, it could have gotten away from him big time. It could have been 7-0 there if that thing had reached the seats. So Franz still protecting that 3-0 lead. Here's 2 down, and Hoberman makes a nice play at third yet again. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th inning as we got the number 9 hitter. That's the catcher, Rafael Weiss. Should be a base hit here. Bendito cuts it off from getting to the wall. He's at the warning track. He fires this into second. What a play by Bendito Ramriez. He threw that thing on a line from the warning track. Oh my goodness, this thing it didn't hop. It was right on the line. It flew right into Junquan Park's glove. Unbelievable throw from Bendito Ramriez. That is unbelievable. So that should pump the team up, right? I think so. Marcus King puts a charge into this one. That baby's gone. Pulling New York within 2. So now, late in the game, they could manufacture some runs now. That opens up the offensive game plan just a little bit. You've got some outs to spare. Got some outs to play with a little bit. Could bunt some guys over. Sack fly. You can do this. It's more manageable now. But Boston's not messing around. They're going to bring in Elrod Grayson, who's already got a save in the postseason. Must have been in game number 1, possibly game number 2. I don't remember if he actually pitched in game 1 or not. But New York will ground out here. Elrod does a job. So they're now in the bottom of the 8th. You got Charlie Ward coming out with a base hit. That's roughing at third. Just let that one just completely go by him. But 3-2 pitch, lefty on righty, and Bud Brewer says, DeMarcus, you got the solo shot to get back in it. I'm going to put 2 up on the board and finish it. And guys, that's pretty much going to finish it. 111 exit velo. Completely just nuked this baseball. Get out there to near the party deck almost. Bud Brewer definitely should be your player of the game in this one, I think, guys. And 2-2 pitch here on Patrick Willie, and there's Marcus Malone in right field. Makes the catch, and Boston will win. They're going to advance to take on Iowa, the Iowa Reapers, the #1 seed in the AL. So maybe possibly this little miracle run here for Boston could be over against a team like Iowa. We'll see a lot of gameplay in that series, I'm sure. Reagan Landish, 5 hits against him, only in 4 innings, 3 strikeouts. Didn't really have the strikeout pitch working for him too much. Revolution definitely knew how to attack him. That's what you always get with these intra-divisional matchups, especially in the postseason. Guys, they've seen these guys over and over and over again. It's just like repetition. They have a good book on these types of players here. But Ward went 2 for 3. Brewer went 2 for 4. Nakamura, the left fielder out there, I always forget his name, but he went 3 for 4. Weiss went 2 for at the bottom of the order there. Kapatic went 6 with 6 strikeouts. None earned against him. That's huge. That's huge. They did get a really good pitching performance out of Franz. He's a big game pitcher. I liken him to Kurt Schilling a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, so same situation here. We've got the series tied 1-1. I should not have simulated game number 2, but I did on accident. Luckily for us, we do get a game 3 to watch. So let's get out here to the top of the first inning. KAJ comes up with a man on base against Liam Warren. This is going to get over the head of Liad Lederman, the center fielder for San Francisco, and KAJ's not stopping. He's going for third. That is an RBI triple in the first inning by KAJ. We talk about so much about his ability to hit against left-handed pitching. Well, he got it done right there. Now, after a walk, we have runners on the corners. That's going to be a base hit there for McCullough, the catcher for Seattle, bringing it now to 2-0 Seattle. First inning here still, and Warren's going to walk Calzado. This is not shaping up to be a good inning for the Grizzlies. Little ground ball here with 2 down, and luckily Campbell grounds out to Robert Hayes, and Warren's just a little bit upset. And you know what? Honestly, I would be too a little bit, because this game number 3, this elimination game, you can't have a very bad first inning like that. You got to set the tone for the rest of the game, and this one might have set you back a little bit here. So we've got a strikeout in back-to-back innings here. We got Acevedo pitching, and he's looking pretty darn good, guys. He gets through 3 nice and clean. Liam Warren does the same thing as well. He's going to get through 4 with only the 2 runs given up. So he kind of settled it down just a little bit. Now let's go to the bottom of the 4th inning. We've got check swing on Julio Novoa. They're going to say that he went. That is another strikeout here for Acevedo. Another one on that really nasty-looking curveball. 81, real slow. Number 5 for Acevedo. This looks like it could be a base hit. Nope. Nice line drive out there to Rafael Irizarry. He'll make the catch, and it's over for San Francisco. At least this inning is. Acevedo loves it, though. Loves it. Rocco Farmer coming on out. 4 strikeouts. Got a walk given up as well. He'll strike out KAJ looking. That's what you need from your bullpen. to just fire it past the 3, 4, 5 hitters. They're going to get Joshua Tora as well on the strikeout. Will Till comes up against Acevedo with a runner on base. Nobody down. Acevedo still trying to make sure he keeps himself out there, right? He's pitching a shutout so far, but with the walk, they might make a pitching change. They don't, and they might have left him in just a little bit too long because Irizarry is just going to let this one drop right in front of him. Here comes the throw home, and now it's bases juiced with Willie Tackett coming up. He's a pretty solid hitter. He'll ground out into a double play possibility. Yep, they'll turn it. So Seattle, they'll trade the 2 outs for the 1 run coming in to score. So Tackett at least drives it in. Stoitzaitis comes up. KAJ knocks it down. Little flip over here to Acevedo. And he's officially through 5 with a 2-1 lead. Let's now jump here to the top of the 6th inning. We've got Calzado up to bat. That's going to be a base knock here. Here comes Cecil Whaley, the left fielder they acquired from the St. Louis Maroons. He's had his troubles out there in left. The throw is going to go off wide. Getting Till off the bag, going to allow the runner to get to third. But Farmer's going to clutch up here and get a strikeout on Campbell. That's number 3 in this appearance here tonight. Top 6 still, runners on the corners. That will be a base knock for Jesse Miller, but this is going to keep carrying. That's over the wall. Nobody's going to catch this, and now the 3-run shot is going to give Seattle a 5-1 lead. And, you know, this is surprising. Jesse Miller is a guy that hit about 200, somewhere around that range. Like, he was not a very good hitter all throughout the regular season, but postseason, he seems to be coming through in the clutch moments right here. So in the latter innings, we do have San Francisco grabbing another run. So it is 5-2. Holt is going to come in. That's their closer. Going to get a strikeout here, but a walk as well. So runner on first. We got Talbot, the number 3 hitter, coming up, and that is right down the line. Ball's going to hit off the wall in foul territory. Torres got to go all the way to go get it, and that's going to allow Talbot to roll in with a double. I think the distance really helped him. The baseball going all the way to the wall in foul territory. Had to get Joshua Tora running all the way over there. That's a tough play to make as a left fielder. But we do have Robert Hayes coming up. That's a big power bat, so he would be the tying run with a homer, but he will get the sac fly. Tora's throw is way off, and it's going to allow Schnell to score. It's now 5-3, so the tying run comes up to plate. 3-2 pitch. Will Till going to foul this thing off. Nice battle here between Till and Holt. Who's going to win this one? 3-2 pitch. Will Till has been clutch in so many at-bats in gameplay, but strike 3 called. He didn't take the bat off his shoulder, and we got a little controversy here, and I'll show you why. It's a 50-50 pitch, man. It's a 50-50 pitch. I think it could have been ruled a ball, but Seattle lucks out. They've got the emerald green. They got some luck happening on their side. I'll take one more look at it here. Look at that right there. Could have been called a ball. Maybe it seems like the ball was, maybe it's just the angle that we're at right now. It seems like we're a little off center. Looks like there was more baseball inside the strike zone than not. But yeah, 50-50 pitch, man, and I think the Emeralds got away with one a little bit right there. But McCullough 3 for 4. Had really nobody else was performing offensively. We did have that 3-run shot from Jesse Miller. I think that's what really separated both teams here today. Offensively speaking, San Francisco was shut down. They really just didn't do much. He didn't have any stolen bases. They do like to run with Lederman. They like to run with Tackett. They like to run with Will Till. They just could not get anything going. They couldn't get on base. So, hats off to Seattle's pitching staff and their bullpen to shutting down San Francisco. So congratulations again. You'll be taking on the LA Knights. That's your prize for advancing into the NLDS. So now let's get out here to game number 2. We've got Shevchuk against Ed Triola. Triola's a pretty good pitcher. Shevchuk's pretty solid too. 140 strikeouts, 58 walks so far this season. And we'll see what he's got in the postseason. So far, so good. DEG's going to strike out. A leadoff strikeout's never good. You see that last couple times from DEG. Little knuckleball right here to Cardona. He didn't know what to do with it. 67 miles an hour on the radar gun. 3-2 pitch to Walker Latier. And that's what makes Shevchuk so tough. He tosses up the knuckleballs and then he hits you with like 92. Sometimes he can get up to 95, so he's tough. Triola 10-11, 4.3 ERA, 1.48 WHIP. He's a lot better of an overall pitcher than what he's been producing And it's evident right here. It's a changeup over the plate. Brady Dunn takes him deep. He hits it into the water fountains out there. The waterfalls. Second home run of the postseason, and that one got out in a hurry. 105, almost 106. You could round it up if you want to. I'm really coming around to Brady Dunn. You know, in the opening day games, I was a heavy critic of this guy, but man, he's really proven me wrong, and I'm happy to be wrong right there. Shevchuk, another strikeout here. Another strikeout here on Bill Stevens, the number 9 hitter. We're in the 3rd inning. Another out for Shevchuk. Another clean couple of innings from Alexi. Meanwhile, by the way, cough, cough, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. There's a no-no happening. Nashville doesn't have a hit yet. Triola's going to strike out Dunn, so he does get a little revenge. We'll see what Shevchuk's got in his bag of tricks here. 3-1 pitch, and that one's a hot shot to Scott Gonzalez, and he's going to, whoa! He's going to Chuck Knobloch that thing. What happened? What is that? Dude, make the play. You're literally right there. You're just playing catch. What is that? Almost hit a fan. Oh, my God. So an error is going to let a runner on base. Walker Latier is going to get on with a walk, and we still don't have anybody out. Tanaka comes up. He will pop this thing up. That's Chris Addison lining it up. He'll make the catch. Finally, we have an out in this inning. Could be a dreadful inning. They were trying to double steal on us, too, so let's get that throw back off here. Rosenberg, nice throw back into 3rd. Let everybody know about your arm strength. 2 down here, top 4. We've got a hot shot ground ball to Vic Flutie. Back over there to Scott Gonzalez, so he makes up for it a little bit. Didn't have to throw the ball. Just run over to the bag and make the out. Secure the catch. Little pop-up here to Bill Stevens, and he's just going to let this thing drop. You know, he's got some speed. He should have had that. You got to help your pitcher out at that point. If anything, if you dive and you miss, like, it's not going to trickle back. Just the arc of that parabola, right? There's a word for you, parabola. Chris Addison, ground ball, back to Triola, over to shortstop, back to first, double play. Chris Addison, I'm waiting for you, man. I'm waiting for you to produce something here. So we got the 5th inning. That will be a base hit for Nashville. That's Bill Stevens getting on late in this ball game here. Top 5, 2 down. They're going to need something. They need a spark in this 1-0 game. Shevchuk, his first extra base hit given up. DEG. Uh-oh, this is trouble. This could get out. Marmolejo out there. Wow, what a catch. Over the shoulder. A little basket grab right there. That'll end the inning. Shevchuk, of course, got to show some love for your fielders right now. That's going to be a base hit back up the middle. Richmond gets on with now 2 runners on base. That's Darius Wilson, our defensive shortstop, getting on. Here's Marmolejo with a fly ball to center. Stevens makes the catch. Nobody's going to advance. So we're just hoping that somebody comes through for us here. 3-2 pitch. Rosenberg swings and misses. And we'll take another look. Triola, that's his 6th strikeout here. And, man, he just dropped the hammer. Like, that curveball, sweeping curve, got Rosenberg way out in front. Just completely fooled him. Brady Dunn could come up and be huge for us. But Tanaka makes an incredible play right there. Great read off that line drive from Brady Dunn. But we do get a strikeout here. That's Alexei Shevchuk's 7th strikeout. 1-1 pitch here against Latier, and that will be a base hit somehow. I thought that Marmolejo caught that on the ground, but no less, it is a base hit. That's a line drive. Tanaka hitting that right to Darius Wilson. Not a lot of luck right there. Had he just been a little bit later, would have been a base hit back up the middle. But no such luck, and then we get William Murphy going to strike out. That's Shevchuk's 8th strikeout on the game. So Johnny Wilson will relieve Ed Triola here, and Wilson's been a pretty good call-up here for Nashville. He came up, I don't think it was like September, but I think it was probably around the trade deadline after they made a couple moves. They called this guy up, and he's been a mainstay for this bullpen. I think he's going to be a guy that they can continue to lean on because he's going to get out of this 6th inning with nothing given up. Richmond got a good offense, but he's up to the task. Let's go top 7th. Shevchuk looking for another strikeout on the 3-2, and that'll be base knocking. That will do it for Alexi. 8 strikeouts here tonight. I think he did a good job, but on the other side, you got to give it to Triola. You got to give it to Wilson. You know, Richmond's got a decent offense too. So this is turning into a pitching duel. So now we're really hoping that Mark Cullen, he has not pitched in the postseason. Can he come through right here in the clutch? We don't have anybody down. He's going to walk Eddie Pedroza. Now he's got to get Johnny Byler. A 3-1 pitch. He's got to come after him here. Can't walk him. Ground ball to Gonzalez. Back to Wilson. Turning to up the middle. At least Gonzalez didn't have to throw the baseball, right? Look at this play. Little backhand play. Just secure it. Little flip. And bingo, bango, bongo. Double play. But look who comes up. Bill Stevens. This guy has killed us tonight. He's killed us. That's an RBI double. Look at the speed. Rosenberg's got a decent arm out there in center, but Stevens just a little bit too fast for outfielders. Unbelievable here. So 2-2 pitch against DEG. Cullen comes up and gives up the lead. And whoa. What? Chris Addison throws out Bill Stevens. He was trying to take third on us. Got a little too pumped up, a little too aggressive, I think, right there, right? Letting the moment kind of overtake him. Thought he could do too much. But Addison, the good catcher that he is, throws him out. Now, Stevens defensively, look at this. Out in center, just throws this thing offline. You got to hit your cutoff, man. Marmolejo with a base hit. Should have been a single, but he's going to be a smart base runner and get 2. Rosenberg comes up. Base hit to the right side. Right fielder Tanaka coming up. He's going to try to gun out Marmolejo, but he's going to get in standing up. Was not a competitive throw from right field. And now Richmond takes the lead. And we'll jump here to the next inning here. We're in the top of the 8th. Michael Slaughter also has not pitched in the postseason. This is his first appearance. He's going to face off against DEG. And he's going to roll in with what could be a triple. But Reyes gets this thing back in. Again, hit your cutoff guy. And he does. Reyes is a smart fielder. But DEG gets on with a nobody out double. Walker Latier comes up with a base knock. That's going to be deep to left field. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Latier going to come in, rounding second, and whoa, offline throw. But look at Vic Flutie racing from third base into foul territory. And what a job by the pitcher, Slaughter, to cover third. Latier got a little bit greedy. He thought he was going to get there, but what a play by Vic Flutie. That's almost Derek Jeter-esque to know and to see, to anticipate that throw was going to go offline from Reyes and miss the cutoff guy. Now, Tanaka with a walk, they're going to pinch run for Feliz. So Feliz is on. He gets a stolen base. Chris Addison cannot throw him out, but Vic Flutie here comes up clutch again with another great defensive play. Line drive right back at him, and Murphy cannot believe it. He's a little frustrated. I can't imagine why. You had a runner in scoring position there, wanted to come through with a base knock, hit the ball hard. But that's baseball, right? Bottom 8th, Connor Altman getting on with a base knock. Chris Addison, could be a base hit. Yes, sir. That's right in front of Feliz. He's going to toss this thing back in. Feliz hasn't played all game, so he's a little cold, trying to read the pitch. So Reyes now comes up, and that is going to be a base hit to left. Murphy's got to hustle. He's got to get this thing back in. It's now 3-2 Richmond. Oh, look at Addison. He's racing for home, trying to get the second run to score. But Richmond will take the lead 3-2, end of the 8th. I don't blame Addison right there. You got to be aggressive, I think, in that situation. You want to get a little greedy, get 2 runs to score. That would have been huge for Richmond. You pretty much could have said goodnight to Nashville after that. But a base knock here by Villalobos. They'll go ahead and bunt him over. Ortiz makes the play. Tough play right there for a left-handed pitcher to get that bunt on your right-handed side, right? So you're a right-handed glove. But this thing going to be lifted out to center field. Just a little pop-up there for Rosenberg. Had to use his speed to get in there. Bill Stevens, though, 2 for 3. He's been a great hitter tonight, but oh no, Reyes took a terrible route to the baseball, and now that thing's going to rattle up against the brick wall. Stevens rolls in with an RBI double. He has been absolutely clutch for Nashville. He keeps them in this thing. Unbelievable. 3-3 game, top 9. Ortiz is going to walk DEG. This is not good. Richmond will make a change. We remove our primary closer, who's been so shut down, who's been so clutch, for William Williams. Amazing, amazing name. Line drive to Reyes. He'll make the catch, but man, this win has been elusive. We need to beat him right now. Tie game. Bottom ninth. Darius Wilson. Ground ball. Cardona. Oh, safe. Darius Wilson's too fast, man. You can't take your time like that. Take one look. He took a step to his right, and it cost him some space, but look at how he got to the baseball. Nice and nonchalant. You can't do that. Not in this situation. You have now allowed the winning run to get on base. Marmolejo comes up. Already 1 for 3 here. 3-1 pitch. Wilson still out there. He leaves it right down the middle. That's a slider, and Murphy doesn't have the speed to get to it. That's hit way over his head. Darius Wilson will round third. He's headed for home. He will score, and Richmond will walk it off. And we're going to the NLDS to take on the Houston Copperheads. Great win for Richmond. Take a look at the camera, boys. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Look right at us. Thank you very much. Yep, we see you. Look at this pitch right here. I don't know why they're leaving in Johnny Wilson right here. You got to take him out. He's had way too many innings in this game. I know he can go. He can go that long, but in this situation, you might need him for game number 2 or game number 3, I should say. Not a good decision, I don't think. Not a good decision. About 3 innings, it looks like, for him. I would have given him 2. I think you left him in an inning too long in this situation. He's already faced the lineup multiple times. I don't know, man. You only use 2 pitchers in an elimination game. I don't like that. I don't like that. But Richmond, let's talk about those guys. Look at the bottom of the order. Reyes, Wilson, Marmolejo, all 2 for today. Bullpen was solid. Slaughter gets the blown save. Ortiz gets the blown save. I say solid. They just ran into a little buzzsaw there with Bill Stevens, right? So he came through in many moments for Nashville. He was basically the offense for Nashville. But we overcome. We overcome. The good boys, they did it. And now they take on a tough team in Houston. So, guys, let's now head out to game number 2 with Wisconsin in Las Vegas. Always an interesting matchup, a weird-looking matchup, to say the least. But the Nuggets are facing elimination here. They got obliterated by Wisconsin in game number 1, and it looks like it's going to be more of the same. Avery Clement just can't seem to get these guys out. It's Matt Justice with a base hit. He's going to go for 2. Not the fleetest of foot is Matt Justice, but he'll roll in there with a double. Now we've got Avante Duckworth drawing a walk. So Clement is teetering on the edge a little bit here. And there it is. Home run Scotty Finnegan was acquired from Colorado in a big trade for Wisconsin, moving Avante Duckworth from second to DH. And it's fit this team nicely. Finnegan showing some offensive prowess too. Of course, he's more of a defensive guy, but he can hit the baseball, and he's having himself a great series already. Game 1, he was good. Game 2, continuing to do well. Omar Villafuerte, 16-game winner. So Wisconsin, like, playing their cards right, it seems like. You're going to save your 16-game winner for game number 2. That's tough. That's really tough. Tyron Rex is going to strike out looking. Looks like he might be going pretty tough here today. That's a ground ball to De La Cruz. He's going to fumble it, bobble it, misplay it, whatever you want to call it. It's an error. Scotty Finnegan comes up. Deep shot out here to the opposite field again. That's another home run. Top third, 3-run shot. That's 3-run shot number 2 for Scotty Finnegan. 2 home runs in this game, 2 home runs in the postseason. I mean, is this game over already? It might be. It's 7-0, and Clement, his night is done. He did not put his team in a very good position. Now they're going to go with Perry Cozart, who has come in once and only pitched 1/3 of an inning, and this is probably why. He's going to come in to try to just get outs, and with 2 outs, Souza Barbosa, solo shot. It is now 8-0 Wisconsin. It ain't looking good, guys. Bottom of the 4th inning, though. Joe Warren will come up and get a base hit. Should be a double right here. And they'll at least get 1 run up on the board. We'll see if Wisconsin can shut these guys down or if Vegas is going to come all the way back. We'll find out. We'll find out. But Dallas blitz. That'll be a base hit here to left field. We'll see if they're going to challenge the throw. Yes, sir, they will. And that'll be another run scored for Wisconsin. And, again, it's Finnegan. Look at this guy. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. When he's not hitting home runs, he's drawing walks and he's scoring runs. It's unbelievable, guys. So top 6th inning, Wisconsin again. Dallas Blitz, or is that Carmine Feliz? Yeah, there it is. It's hard to tell with the white scoreboard right there. But Carmine Feliz, base hit, going to score another run. It is 10-1. Bottom 6, Tyron Rex gets his first base hit of the game, and that's going to score another run for Vegas. They cut this thing down to 8. Still bottom 6. Ground ball, Thacker. Could be a double play. Finnegan able to get the throw off. Look at this guy. He's going crazy. Home runs, drawing walks, sticking his nose in there, taking a lot of contact at second. Not afraid of it. Getting the throw off. He's a baseball player, man. Scotty Finnegan. I think he's my favorite player. I think he might be turning into one of my favorite players in this series. Scotty freaking Finnegan. There you go. Scotty freaking Finnegan. He's got another single. He's got another hit. He has not been off base in this entire game. Souza Barbosa. Base hit. That's going to get another run home. Not going to get number 2. Finnegan being aggressive. Didn't score here, but I love the aggression right there. 11-2. Gary Kutch ain't so clutch. He's kind of clutch, right? He got a strikeout to get him out of the inning. It's 11-2. Bottom 7, Richard Cortez, the number 9 hitter, going to go all the way to the wall. Aiden Oliver just getting this thing in. This game's over, right? It's 11-4. 7-run deficit for Vegas. There's no way they're coming back. They can't be coming back. San Diego Mortero coming on to relieve. 57 games. It's quite a bit of appearances here. He could get it done. He could get it done. Nice effort out there in left field. I like that. I like that. And then to come up firing. De La Cruz will drive the run home. It's 11-5, so it is a 6-run game. But trying to be super aggressive on the base path, he's going to get caught at second. Adrian Ariano coming in the top of the 8th, and we do have Cortez. We got another Cortez coming on, but this one is for Wisconsin. That is a double off the wall. This thing will now be, it changed really late. Thought it was still going to be 11-5, but it will be 12-5. Dallas Blitz coming up now. Top 9. That baby is gone. A 2-run home run. This game's over now. Okay, it's done. We're done. I got to show all the runs, though. I got to show every run that's scored, especially if it matters to the drama of the game. Right? 14-5. Bottom 9. Johnny Aiken. Deep drive to center field. Is that one going to go bye-bye? Nope. Aiden Oliver's there to make the catch, and I don't know what that is. Turn around, Aiden. You got to celebrate towards the camera. But Vegas will go down in unfortunate fashion. They got blown out in this series, man. Wisconsin just completely tore a new one on the baseball. They just kept hitting and hitting and hitting. They might be a tough team. They might be the hottest team coming into the postseason, coming into the divisional rounds. Look at that offense. 3 for 3 for Finnegan. 6 ribbies. 4 runs today. 13 hits for the squad on 14 runs. So, yeah, they had more runs than they had hits. What does that tell you? That should tell you that they have a lot of patience, so they're getting on with walks, and they're showcasing a lot of power as well. So, Washington, Wisconsin, that's going to be a fun one. I think that one's going to be a lot of offense because Washington does have a lot of offensive firepower. Guys like DJ Taylor, guys like Chucky Pinkard. They've also got some good pitching with Chris Peterson, so we do have to watch that and see how Wisconsin's going to handle their ace. He's got a couple days rest now. How is he going to come out? Is he going to come out flat? Is he going to come out firing? Is he going to be well rested? We'll see what happens in game number 1. Boston and Iowa. That's going to be interesting too because both of those teams, they got a little bit of everything. You know, sprinkling some good pitching. But I think their offenses have a lot of firepower. You've got Ward. You've got Cloutier. You got Hoberman for Boston. You've got Mike Price in there too. He kind of comes in and out sometimes in gameplay, but you know what? He's a pretty good hitter too, so don't count him out. Bud Brewer had 2 home runs in the game that we just saw. They can compete with Iowa's offense, with Salvatore, with Perez, the catcher that they just got in a trade. You've got Xavier Hawkins and Nick Drake. So Iowa's pretty good too, but you sprinkle in some good pitching, you sprinkle in some good bullpen help. I think both of those teams are gonna really like challenge each other in that divisional series. So AL's got some really good matchups. NL side has some good storylines. You've got Seattle and LA. Obviously, both of those teams, they hate each other. So you take what we saw in the wild card round for Seattle and San Fran out there in the NL West. Now you've got another NL West matchup with Seattle and LA. We saw that storyline play out in opening day. So game of the week opening day here for season 1, right? Janil Rivera against KAJ. Just the whole rivalry, the hatred that happens between these two teams. If you've been watching GGBL 21 on MLB The Show 21 on my main channel, you know full well that Seattle and LA they squared off in a Gold Series against each other, aka the World Series against each other in the final season, right? And Seattle couldn't get it done because LA is just amazing in everything that they do. No matter if it's 21 or if it's 23, they're just good all the time. So that's an interesting storyline to see how that's all going to play out. Now you got Richmond and Houston, two teams probably the underdogs, I think. And that's not me just being funny about Richmond, like the underdogs. But I think just in general, I think even though Houston's the 2 seed, I think that they would be an underdog compared to LA. I think LA is the front runner of this entire playoff bracket. I think that they're just that good. So even if Richmond or Houston wins that matchup and LA gets there, both those two teams are probably looking up, They're probably looking up and being like, yeah, we're kind of outmatched, a little bit outgunned here. So it's going to be interesting to see like how those two teams attack each other. They've got some good pitching. I'm thinking of like Boyd Rush for Houston. Got a good win-loss record. He's a solid pitcher, nice veteran pitcher. You've, of course, got James Monroe and Shevchuk there for Richmond. We've got a really good bullpen. Got some decent offensive pieces, but we are more defensively built based on pitching. Good defense, good speed. Kind of a similar build to Houston. But they do have some nice pieces like Jay Kinney at second. And, of course, the first baseman that was snubbed at the All-Star break. I'm actually looking at the roster right now. Andrew Doby. That guy, if you remember him. He's a home run hitter. Denzel Good, the shortstop for Houston. So a nice defensively rounded team too. So two teams of similar status and similar makeup in the NLDS right there. So guys, should be a fun one. I will see you back here on Wednesday. So next Wednesday we're going to get game 1s, simulating game number 2s. We'll set the stage for the latter half of the postseason. And I think what we're going to do on Friday, so next Friday, the 21st, I think that's when we're going to start live streaming a lot of the NLDS and the ALDS rounds once we kind of see how the chips fall through simulation and through gameplay. So game 1s and game 2s. Game 1s are played, game 2s are simmed in the DS, and then we'll live stream on Friday. Gameplay on Wednesday, live stream on Friday. I'll see you guys there. Leave a like if you like this thing. Let me know what your thoughts are about the playoffs. How'd you think they went? What are you surprised by? Who's your pick to win it all? Oh, and by the way, before I forget now, guys, if you are a fantasy league winner, I posted a video, the last one that I posted before the wildcard game 1s. So if you're looking at the playlist here, make sure you find that video because it was posted to talk about your standings and who won your fantasy leagues. So if you're kind of keeping tabs on that, I've now created a Google form for you guys to take your players, pick who's available. You'd have to take guys from Boston, Iowa, Wisconsin, Washington, so on and so forth. People that are still playing. Now, if your players are eliminated, that's it. You've got basically empty spots at that point. You're trying to pick players from teams that you think is going to go all the way. That's really what the strategy is. That's what my strategy would be. That would be what my advice to you would be. So fill it out strategically. Hope you guys have fun with it. And again, if you're new here and you want to play in the fantasy challenge Next year, it's going to open up before spring training hits. So just a little FYI right there. So if you're interested in that, more info to come later on. So guys, that's it. Leave a like if you like this thing. I'll see you back here on Wednesday for Game 1 and Game 2 of the Divisional Series. Then on Friday the 21st, we'll do some live streaming to set up the Championship Series on both sides. So see you then. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.